Hello and welcome to another episode of Cut 2 with Vivek and Viru. And Vivek, finally some good news. We are on Spotify now.
Every episode you bring some good news, Viru.
हम लोग अभी तक we were on a video platform, so it's good to be on an audio podcast medium finally. It's good to start on Spotify with a film that is actually very close to us. It's in India. So after traveling the entire world, we are now in India. And it's a recent film that is just released on Amazon Prime. Vivek, tell us about it.
The name of the film is Malik, directed by Mahesh Narayanan. It is a story of a local goon that goes on to become a messiah of sorts for the people of this fictional town set in Kerala called Ramadapalli. A lot of people want him dead for reasons both personal and political, and they hatch a devious plot against him. This movie spans over decades, and it covers political, spiritual, and religious themes, and tells a very complex story with ease.
Talking about this film, actually, this is like a very, very traditional kind of an arc for a gangster film. ना एकदम वैसे ही होता है कि rise from almost like you are nobody and then you rise to become the messiah of this one place. Obviously, there are always these complex things with playing in the background. Like there's some politics involved, which is always like which threatens the existence of the hero, who is actually the
Yeah.
anti-hero of the film.
Yeah.
And of course there is always a person like a Brutus in the mix,
Mhm.
जो
Yeah.
अपने ही पास में होता है और जो हम लोग को धोखा देता है और फिर उससे कुछ होता है फाइनली. So it's like a traditional arc, but it's so well done, right?
Of course, we have the story of a nobody become a messiah of the people in something like Godfather, which did really well for this genre especially. In fact, I think there are a couple of scenes in this film that also is seen where the director is almost like doffing his hat to Coppola.
Right.
Like one scene is where he goes to kill the local MLA and he's chasing him from the rooftop, amidst
Yes.
festivities. And that's how Vito Corleone almost chases the local goon up, on top of terraces in this ongoing festivity in the town, and then shoots him. And the other scene was when the main character's son dies, and with
Yeah,
cuts of scenes,
हाँ,
between the funeral and the killings of his
killing,
revenge. It's what reminded me of the famous baptism scene from
baptism
Godfather.
scene, right? Absolutely.
So there are remnants of Godfather even in this film, but it's again, it's an arc that we know of, but the story is so complex, right? It's so much more complex than the other Godfather type films that we've kind of seen, but
Yeah,
it's
even if you
said
look at
so simply.
Nayakan, right?
Oh
उसमें
yeah,
भी
yeah,
वैसा ही है. Like this guy from nobody, from a South Indian city, comes to Bombay and
yeah,
rises to become like the messiah of that Dharavi or that place, right?
yeah.
Becomes such a big person. तो वैसा ही ऐसा meteoric rise type का parallel बना है. I mean, there is a commentary here which I think the director Mahesh Narayanan wanted to like talk about, and because I think even the place that he is named is actually very close to a place which actually exists. So
Okay.
this is called Ramadapalli,
Yeah.
and there is a place called Bhima Palli,
Okay.
which is again a fishing town and all of that. And this is where they also had this dargah, which was named after this saint called Bhima Bibi, and
Okay.
she was this saint who could treat you
Mm.
with by just touching you. So she
Mm.
had these magic in her hand. So that's what they are also suggesting in the film itself. When the
Mm.
main character is about to die, Fahad Fasil, who's
Mm.
when he's a kid, he's about to die. He actually dies and then he comes back to life. So
Yeah.
so they are actually saying that there is another lady who actually brings him back to life. He was supposed to be dead. That is what his mom says, that he was supposed to die, but he
Mm.
came back. And I don't know why he came back. That is what she kind of says. So it is actually based on a true character. And in Bhima Palli, there was a shooting which was done by the police,
Right.
and where five or six fishermen died, and a lot of them got injured. And he wants to take a side and say that it was because of the police, because in
Mm.
the end he actually says, the one of the characters says ki this was the fault of the police.
Right.
And so he wanted to take that side because what the official version is, of course, is that the minorities there created a ruckus and there were riots there, and that is why the police opened fire. There is a underlying message to the entire story which kind of they are denying right now, but they cannot deny because there are so many parallels.
That's quite interesting, no? I thought the only real life example that they kind of took was the tsunami happening, but even the riots, because I'm used to watching Hindu Muslim riots more than Christian Muslim riots
Right,
in a film, right? So seeing that kind of communal tension between villages happening in a village was quite unique even for me when I was watching it. But it's interesting to know that this is actually kind of inspired by some things that have happened in real
Yeah,
life.
and the fact that the political machinery and the police and all, even the other agencies are working hand in hand to just overthrow a small time goon in a particular place, right? Is so
Right.
interesting to watch. Like nobody can enter that area
Yeah.
without him giving them the permission to do that. And someone may have been that kind of a person there. We don't know. There is no parallel there. That is what they wanted to kind of showcase through that film. Have you ever heard of Minicoy? It's in Maldives. That's why it's like a Christian place. They actually go there when Fahad Fasil's character is there is a warrant against him, so he
Right.
escapes with his to-be wife, and she gets married in that place called Minicoy.
Yeah, I thought
It's
that was also a fictional island that he must have kind of created. But I mean, now that I'm just reading about it while we are talking about it, and yeah, it's like it's just like 398 kilometers away from Trivandrum, so it makes sense.
problem that people also had with this was it also shows that Fahad Fasil in a very interesting submarine type boat. I found that very interesting, but that is actually fictional. Huh? I don't think there is any other boat like that, which
Yeah,
which is like a mini submarine that can evade coast guards and all of
yeah,
that. They show that he gets firearms from there,
yeah.
and that kind of people didn't like the fact that they were kind of directly showing the fact that Muslims get arms to that
Hmm.
particular place.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that is again they're saying that why did you have to show that if that person is not that bad, right? He's actually a straight guy who's actually not involved in any of this. He just wants to do good for his people, right?
Yeah.
And why did you have to get that in? But yeah, I mean, I think in terms of storytelling, they had to do something to make it a little more murky because that point is also used by the police later on.
Yeah, I mean, he was kind of convicted under Tada, I think,
Yes.
because of that, and but I think his intention was put forth quite clearly when he kind of calls that agent and he says that, oh, if I ever have to use this gun, the first bullet is going to go through your head.
Right.
So I mean, his intention was quite clear, but as that guy tells him that it's for our safety, if at
Mm.
all something happens in the future. But what a character! I mean, Fahad Fasil's character and the performance. It's a revelation for me because I had never heard of him, and when I watched this movie, I don't know what it is about South Indian actors. They look so scrawny, they don't have this hero image to them or the
Right.
look to them, but their performances are so strong and they are such great artists. It's just beyond me, and I think Bollywood has got it all wrong with
Absolutely. I
their
mean,
actors.
these guys, Malayalam cinema is way ahead of Hindi cinema. They touch topics which we don't even think of, right?
Yeah.
And I think Fahad Fasil ka naam I started hearing from like since last year or 2019. That's it. Uske pehle I didn't know that he existed. Even during lockdown, I watched a film which had Fahad Fasil, which was made by the same director, Mahesh Narayanan.
Hmm.
So these guys made See You Soon,
See you
which
soon.
was
Yeah.
like, which was a lockdown film, right? They
Yeah.
might have been sitting together and thinking, "अरे कुछ बनाते हैं अभी हम लोग we are stuck, we can't do anything, so let's make something." And
Yeah.
they came up with this story and then they made it.
Yeah.
And when I first watched it, I was like, "अरे ये searching करके एक film है."
Yeah.
हाँ,
Yeah.
वैसा
Yeah.
कुछ तो कॉपी किया होगा. But when I
Correct.
watched it, it was quite interesting. It was
Hmm.
interesting how they managed to shoot the entire thing during the lockdown,
Hmm.
package it, and also present it in such a short time. So that is when he came into my radar, and his performance there was also very strong. Then I found out that यार इसका तो ये फाफा करके is well known and he has a fan club and he's
Yeah.
been in this business for like since 2010 or 11 or something like that, and he's done more than 50 films.
Wow.
And he's like a son of a very famous director Fasil karke. He
Okay.
who producer director, and he got I think Mohanlal or Mammootty, I don't remember, but he got one of those actors into the industry. So he has done a great job for the industry. So when he Fahad Fasil was 19 years old, तभी उसके मतलब Fasil made his father made a film for him. जैसे ऋतिक रोशन के लिए उसके डैड ने बनाया था, वैसे इसने अपने बेटे के लिए एक फिल्म बनाया, which was utter garbage it seems, and people were like ये फहाद फासिल क्या है, ये अपने ये वही वो होता है ना कि बच्चे को बेटे को के लिए एक व्हीकल बना दिया,
Correct.
but he doesn't know acting, he doesn't know anything, and this guy took it to heart, and then he kind of left acting and he went to the US for studies and all of that. 7 साल उसने कुछ नहीं किया, and then he came back. He decided that he had to act. Then he learned. I mean, he put in effort and learned acting, and he kind of changed the face of Malayalam film cinema now. Now he's like one of the best actors in the industry, or in India probably one of the best actors. So
Yeah, what a
I mean,
terrific story. Yeah, what a terrific story.
yeah. तो उसका काफी फिल्म्स है यार जो मेरे को लोग बोलते रहते हैं. इनफैक्ट Amazon Prime itself has a few films. ट्रांस करके एक फिल्म है,
Yeah, जोजी करके है एक.
कुंभलंगी नाइट्स करके कुछ है. So all of these are like supposed to be good films with great performances by him. So
And he loves working with this director also, right? I mean,
Mahesh
he's
Narayan.
he's done a lot of films with Mahesh as well in the past.
अरे साला I was also looking at these guys यार, and both of them are born in 82 like my year birth year, and I'm like यार ये लोग दोनों क्या कर रहे हैं और मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ. But yeah, I mean Mahesh Narayan, and if you look at the film itself, you realize that it's all his craft. मतलब
Yeah,
writing, direction, and editing. He has done
editing.
everything
Yeah,
for the film, right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's so well done. I mean, if you look at the film, it's like a breathless thing, right? क्या screenplay है, fast एकदम,
Absolutely,
एकदम एक के
absolutely.
बाद एक के बाद एक के बाद एक चीज हो रही है. And even though it's like all something that probably you have watched in some other gangster film, it all seems so well done. Like craft, the craft is so good. The camera guy has done an amazing job. The background score. So like technically, this is such a wonderful film, man.
It's a great ride. I mean, it's close to. I think the runtime is close to 3 hours. And I mean, when I started watching it, also I usually watch these movies that we discuss almost at night, and it's always like a 90-minute or chalo 120-minute film. But
Hmm.
this one was almost 3 hours, and I was like, okay, I'd have to kind of watch this. It'll go in the middle of the night, but you don't you don't feel tired, not for a single moment in the film that you feel that it's getting stretched or there's an extra scene or
Right.
this scene doesn't belong here, etc., etc. You don't feel any of that. It's a great ride, this film.
Absolutely. And what about the first scene, man?
What a way to start things.
14 minutes, 14 minutes long sequence, which is like one single shot. It seems like a single shot. I'm not sure if it was done in one shot.
I think it is.
But
I mean, as much as I was reading about it, because I was also intrigued. I mean, there was another scene in the middle of the film during the riots, which felt like a single shot, but it wasn't. It was cut very smartly. But this one, the first opening scene is a one.
there are so many characters in that shot. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
unbelievable. The entire house is filled with people. They are
People.
going
Yeah.
from one room to the other. They're going from the kitchen to his room. Then
Yeah.
they're getting more characters involved. Then other guys, they're going to the first floor. They're looking down.
Yeah.
And the final shot when the camera actually jumps from the terrace or whatever, the first floor to the
To
road.
the.
How
Yeah.
does that happen? I mean,
Yeah.
so much calculation must have been done because it all seems handheld until then, of course. And then how does it
Yeah.
reach? I mean, yeah, it's really well thought of and done. Great start to the film.
When the movie began at such a fast pace shot, right?
Hmm.
And there were subtitles, it was really hard to understand what was really happening, right?
Hmm.
But after the end of the film, जब मैं movie के बारे में सोच रहा था, I realized that the first 14 minutes of that shot is actually giving the viewer context between the character traits and also conflicts that they have between them. Like
Right.
the wife does mention the death of their son in one of
Fun.
the
Yes.
dialogue, right? But the politician defends the tsunami incident and the riots and so on and so forth. तो हर एक कैरेक्टर के बीच में जो एक एक
Tension था.
डायलॉग, हाँ, वो जो होता है वो पूरा डेवलप होता है वही 14 मिनट की सीन में, एंड यू जस्ट नो एग्जैक्टली, like the wife also says that your mom will never meet you, she will not come to meet you, or she's not coming to Hajj with you. So it is just it just sets the context, which I didn't really get when I was watching the first scene. But
Hmm.
after watching the entire film, when I was thinking about that scene, that what was the point of that scene, I just felt that it's not just a gimmick कि 14 मिनट का one take shot लिया है, but actually it's
Right.
setting context into what you're getting into.
Right, and it's such a good start to the film. Like
Yeah,
the entire film is actually him preparing for his Hajj tour.
yeah.
So basically, he knows that whatever he's done in life is wrong. So,
Hmm.
मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि there are a few gangster films in which, like even in Nayakan, in the end, someone asks him whether what he's done is right or wrong,
Right
and
or
he says,
wrong.
"I don't know."
Yeah,
And यहाँ पे he knows that he is like wrong, and he has to go to Hajj, and like उसके बाद when he's pure again, he can come back and meet his mother.
yeah,
When
yeah,
she'll finally embrace him probably, and
yeah,
then he gets obviously caught, and then all the flashbacks are actually just 2 3 characters telling his story.
yeah,
So it's an interesting way to actually talk about like decades of his life,
yeah,
different decades of his life. So
yeah.
yeah, and it's very well written and showcased. Actually ये मलयालम फिल्म्स का ऐसा ही होता है. ये लॉन्ग शॉट का if you talk about ना, तो मैं ये I think a few years ago I went to watch a film called Angamale Diaries.
Angamali Diaries. Yeah,
Yeah, तो वो मतलब it was such a brilliant film by लीजो जोजे, एंड
yeah,
मतलब इतना रियलिस्टिक होता है, इतना मतलब सिंपल रहता है, और वो लोग एक लोकेशन पे वो लोग बनाते हैं, कैरेक्टर्स आर सो कलरफुल, एंड उसमें भी दे हैव दिस 12 मिनट और 11 12 मिनट finale sequence which is like
hmm.
a single shot, and that
Yeah,
is complex and there are so many people in it. तो ये लोग
yeah,
ऐसा, and it's like a spectacle, and similarly this gave me the same kind of an effect because it's so complex, there are so many characters, there's so many dynamics like you were saying, and it is
yeah.
and if it is taken in one take, it's like amazingly well done because the performances are so good as well. If you talk about the
Absolutely.
performances, even his wife, who's played by Nimisha Sajayan,
Yeah.
has done such an awesome job. मेरे को वो सही लगी, और मुझे वो फिर वो भी अच्छा लगा यार, वो फ्रेडी जो मतलब उसका बेट
Hmm.
जो फाइनली इज गिवन द टास्क ऑफ किलिंग हिम.
Yeah. I also like David in a way.
डेविड वाज
Uh,
आल्सो नाइस.
yeah,
बट
he was
डेविड
also good.
का मेरे को स्टार्टिंग से वो मतलब ऐसा दैट बिल्ड अप ऑफ हिज jealousy or whatever, not jealousy, he's it's because he starts feeling that Suleiman is doing
Yeah,
everything only for his
yeah.
community and not for my community.
Hmm.
That is where it grows. But मेरे को वो जो लीप था उसका एकदम से फ्रेंड से एकदम जो वो एकदम ही एंटाई हो जाता है, that I felt is, I don't know, maybe it's because of the jump in uh, the narrative maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was a typical sidekick,
Hmm.
narrative where he does things very hesitatingly because he doesn't have the balls to do it.
Hmm.
But he's also jealous of someone else who does have the balls to do things. And also, I think in a couple of scenes, it kind of comes across. One is when the main character Ali, he decides to kind of do smuggling by himself,
हाँ,
or when he asks for his sister's hand, and then of course the communal thing that kind of steps in, and
right.
in all of these things, I think David is very hesitatingly agrees to do things,
Hmm.
as opposed to kind of going whole hog, and
Hmm.
he's jealous, of course. It's like you said in the beginning, it's a very Shakespearean theme, right, where
Right.
the Brutus angle also kind of comes into
Hmm.
play, and he kind of conspires against him.
हाँ, वो कुछ टेंशन तो देना था, तो I think
Hmm.
that was another thing. But did you buy the finale?
Uh, it was, yeah, I mean, it was shocking. I mean, I thought that, I mean, I didn't think of anything else apart from someone coming to save him. And
Yeah.
then he might just die a natural death. But what happened was like shocking.
I don't know. In the end, and I don't want to reveal too much, but
Yeah.
the same guy who, the policeman who is kind of injured, and maybe he's paralyzed.
Yeah.
That guy in the end himself says on television that the police was behind it. So, I mean, then I don't get the motivation of the
Yeah,
dog. And
because
yeah,
he was in that situation because of that guy,
that is
maybe.
true. Maybe,
Yeah.
huh? Yeah, but
You know that film Dayawan,
हाँ हाँ
Dayawan,
मैं
right?
अपना वो विनोद खन्ना. Yeah, that was based on this one only ना, the क्या नायकन.
Nayagans, right?
नायकन का हिंदी रीमेक था.
Yeah, and in the end, that the guy
Right.
who goes crazy shoots him because
हाँ,
someone tells him
yes,
that he killed your father.
right.
So he has no reason, because the end he has been brought up, and taken
By
care of by that guy.
correct, correct. Even the mother says
Yeah,
that yeah, he was right in what he did,
yeah,
but even
yeah,
then he does it.
yeah.
So yeah, that's a twist.
and
I
and it has some twists, right? Like even the mother, when she comes to convince the
yes,
person to kind of kill,
yeah.
but actually she kind of turns around and gives that dialogue. I think there are a couple of twists in this film that you don't really you don't really preempt, but they're interesting.
सही है तो I mean it was good यार finally. I mean we have seen a lot of old films, but ये वाला first we checked out a film in the first 2 weeks I guess.
Yeah,
I'm
first
not
2 weeks.
talking about it. Maybe I'm hoping these streaming platforms give us more opportunities to watch a few more of these films and which we can talk about. And I'm sure मतलब Amazon Prime ने तो मलयालम cinema and all का तो एकदम एकदम ऐसा लगता है they are getting the best done uh, from the south.
Yeah, kudos
Netflix
to
is
them.
trying now. Netflix has created their own new Netflix South kind of channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are trying, but yeah, Amazon is way ahead right now. So I think this was great. We should look at other Malayalam films as well, यार. Like I was saying, कि एक तो ये फाफा का और films देखते हैं.
Hmm.
And if you've not watched Angamalai Diaries
Angamali
and
Diaries.
Angamalai Diaries देखा है क्या?
हाँ, I've watched Angamali.
अच्छा, and Lijo Joes का वो दूसरा film जो अभी about that bull and that Jallikattu. Have you seen that?
No, Jallikattu had Jackie Shroff, right?
नहीं नहीं नहीं, it didn't have Jackie Shroff. But you should watch that as well. It's like really really good. Again, it's like entire village coming together to do something, and it's very interesting. There are so many people involved. It's crazy how these guys pull it off. For Lijo, I think it's you need a village to make a film. Great. So that's about it for this week, guys. If you have seen the film, do let us know your comments on the same. If you didn't like it or did you like it, just let us know in the comments. And of course, follow us on Spotify. Yes, we are on Spotify. I forgot. We are on
Yeah.
Spotify. Do follow us there, and we'll be putting our latest episodes there, of course.
Yes, Spotify. Don't forget us. Forget us on YouTube and Instagram. We'll still be there. But yes, Spotify is the newest edition for us. So follow us. Follow our page, Cut to Movies, on Spotify.
And we'll get back to you with more films next week.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.